Welcome to Miss Scarlett. Subscribe and don't miss out on Patreon. Have fun! Raymond sat on the edge of their queen-sized bed, his hands clasped tightly in his lap, staring at the floorboards as if they held the answers to his turmoil. The room was dimly lit by a single lamp on the nightstand, casting long shadows across the floral-patterned wallpaper that Elena had chosen when they first moved in 5 years ago. His blonde hair, slightly tousled from running his fingers through it nervously, caught the light in soft golden strands. Elena, his wife of 7 years, perched beside him, her dark curls framing a face full of concern. She reached out and placed a gentle hand on his knee, her touch warm and reassuring.
"I've been keeping something from you,"
Raymond began, his voice barely above a whisper.
"For months now, I've been trying on your clothes when you're not home. Dresses, blouses, even your heels. It started as curiosity, but it's more than that. I feel this pull, this desire to cross-dress. It makes me feel alive in a way I can't explain. I'm scared you'll think less of me, but I can't hide it anymore."
Elena's eyes widened slightly, but she didn't pull away. Instead, she squeezed his knee and leaned in closer. "Raymond, thank you for telling me. I've suspected something was bothering you, but I never imagined this. It doesn't change how I feel about you. If this is part of who you are, then I want to support you. We can explore this together." Relief washed over Raymond like a cool wave, easing the knot in his chest. They talked late into the night, sharing stories from his childhood where he'd felt drawn to feminine things, and Elena confessed her own curiosities about gender expression from college days. By the time they fell asleep in each other's arms, a plan was forming in Elena's mind. The next morning, over breakfast in their sunny kitchen, with the aroma of fresh coffee filling the air, Elena surprised him. "I've been thinking," she said, stirring her mug. "There's a boutique downtown that specializes in larger sizes for people like you, those exploring cross-dressing or transitioning. I called them last night after you fell asleep and scheduled a private fitting for this afternoon. Just us and a stylist. No judgments. Complete privacy." Raymond's fork paused midway to his mouth, a piece of toast dangling.
"You did that? For me?"
His heart raced with a mix of excitement and apprehension. The idea of stepping out into the world, even in a controlled setting, felt both thrilling and terrifying. As they drove to the boutique later that day, the city streets buzzed with afternoon traffic, horns honking, and pedestrians weaving through crosswalks. Raymond fidgeted in the passenger seat, his blonde hair neatly combed back, trying to steady his breathing. Elena glanced over and smiled encouragingly. "You're going to be amazing! Remember, this is about you feeling good." The boutique was tucked away on a quiet side street, its storefront discreet with frosted glass windows and a simple sign reading, "Elegance for all." Inside, the space was warm and inviting, racks of clothing in vibrant colors lining the walls, soft lighting highlighting mannequins in various outfits. The stylist, a kind-faced woman named Mia with short silver hair, greeted them with a warm handshake. "Welcome! I've cleared the schedule for your private session. Let's make this comfortable and fun." Mia led them to a spacious fitting room at the back, equipped with full-length mirrors, a plush chaise lounge, and an array of garments already selected based on Elena's description over the phone. Raymond's palms grew sweaty as he stood there, unsure where to start. "We can begin with undergarments," Mia suggested gently. They're the foundation. Elena nodded encouragingly, and Raymond stepped behind a privacy screen to change. The first item was a basic black bra, simple and functional, but as he fastened it, the unfamiliar sensation made him feel exposed. He emerged hesitantly, and Mia adjusted the straps with professional ease. "How does that feel?" she asked.
"It's okay,
but not quite right," Raymond admitted, glancing at his reflection. His broad shoulders and athletic build from years of hiking contrasted with the delicate fabric, but there was a spark of something new in his eyes. They moved on to several styles: a sports bra for comfort, a padded push-up for enhancement, a lacy bralette that felt too frilly at first. Each try-on brought a wave of nerves, but Elena's presence steadied him. She offered feedback, her voice soft and affirming. "That one accentuates your figure nicely, but let's see something with more color." After what felt like an eternity of adjustments and reflections, Raymond slipped into a silky pink balconette bra with intricate lace trim. The fabric glided against his skin like a whisper, the cups curving elegantly. He turned to the mirror, and for the first time, a genuine smile broke across his face.
This makes me feel beautiful,"
he said, his voice laced with wonder. Elena beamed, stepping forward to help. "It looks perfect on you." She showed him how to adjust the straps for the best fit, ensuring they sat comfortably on his shoulders without digging in. Then, from a nearby drawer, Mia produced a set of breast forms. Soft, realistic silicone inserts. Elena demonstrated how to properly fill the cups, sliding them in gently and positioning them for a natural look. See? They add shape without being overwhelming. You can experiment with sizes later, but these suit you now. With the bra secured and forms in place, Raymond felt a transformation beginning. Mia brought out dresses, skirts, and blouses in larger sizes, tailored for broader frames. He tried a flowing maxi dress in emerald green, twirling slightly to see the fabric move. Then a pencil skirt with a blouse, feeling the way it hugged his new curves. Each outfit built his confidence, layer by layer. By the end of the session, he'd selected not just the pink bra, but a few coordinating pieces. As they left the boutique, bags in hand, the sun was dipping low, painting the sky in hues of orange and pink. Back home, Raymond retreated to their bedroom, eager to put it all together. That evening, fully dressed as Sapphire, her chosen name that rolled off the tongue like a gemstone, she stood before the full-length mirror in the hallway. The silky pink balconette bra peeked subtly from beneath a form-fitting blue dress that accentuated her silhouette, the fabric clinging just right over the breast forms. Her blonde hair, now styled with Elena's help into soft waves that framed her face, added to the feminine allure. Makeup was minimal, a touch of mascara and lip gloss. But it was enough to make her feel complete. Elena watched from the doorway, her eyes shining with pride. "Sapphire, you look stunning. How do you feel?" "Confident," Sapphire replied, her voice steadier than before. "Like I've been waiting for this my whole life." They shared a quiet dinner at home, candlelight flickering on the table, discussing future outings and how this change could weave into their daily lives. The intimacy deepened their bond, conversations flowing freely about dreams and fears they hadn't shared before. The next day, Sapphire woke early, the blue dress still on from the night before, a deliberate choice to embrace this new self fully. She slipped into the kitchen, where Elena was already brewing coffee. "Good morning," Elena said, handing her a mug. Ready for the day?" Sapphire nodded, sipping the warm liquid. They decided on a walk in the nearby park, a place they'd frequented as a couple. As they strolled hand in hand along the winding paths, lined with blooming cherry blossoms, Sapphire felt the breeze tease the hem of her dress. Passers-by glanced but didn't stare, and the normalcy of it all bolstered her spirits. A squirrel darted across their path, and they laughed together, the sound light and free. Back home, Sapphire explored more of her wardrobe. She tried pairing the pink bra with a white blouse and jeans tailored for curves, admiring how the lace trim added a subtle elegance. Elena suggested they invite close friends over eventually, but for now, it was about acclimating in private. They spent the afternoon reorganizing the closet, making space for Sapphire's new clothes alongside Elena's. As weeks turned into months, Sapphire's life evolved seamlessly into this feminine presentation. She never reverted, not even for a moment. The commitment was absolute, a promise to herself and Elena. At work, where Raymond had once been a graphic designer in a casual office, Sapphire negotiated a transition with HR, explaining her cross-dressing journey. Colleagues were surprisingly supportive, some sharing their own stories of self-discovery. She attended meetings in skirts and blouses, her blonde hair often pinned up in a professional bun, the pink bra, a hidden source of inner strength. One evening, after a long day, Sapphire and Elena attended a local support group for couples navigating gender expression. The community center was cozy, with folding chairs arranged in a circle and refreshments on a side table. Sapphire shared her story tentatively at first, but the nods and smiles from others encouraged her. "Confessing to Elena was the hardest part," she said. "But her support changed everything." Elena added how it had brought them closer, strengthening their marriage through trust and openness. Inspired by the group, Sapphire began journaling her experiences, filling pages with descriptions of how fabrics felt against her skin, the way heels changed her posture, and the emotional liberation of authenticity. Elena read excerpts, offering feedback that deepened their connection. On a crisp autumn day, they visited the boutique again, this time for Sapphire to expand her collection. Mia greeted them like old friends, showing new arrivals in seasonal colors. Sapphire selected a velvet top that paired beautifully with her blue dress, trying it on in the fitting room while Elena waited outside. The mirror reflected a woman at ease, her blonde hair catching the light as she adjusted the neckline. Their marriage flourished in unexpected ways. Date nights became adventures. Dinner at a quaint Italian restaurant where Sapphire wore a flowing red skirt, or a movie where she nestled against Elena in the darkened theater. Challenges arose, like a family gathering where relatives questioned the change, but Elena stood by her side, deflecting awkward inquiries with grace. "This is who she is now," Elena would say firmly, and over time, acceptance grew. Sapphire took up new hobbies to complement her identity, like sewing classes at a local studio. There, surrounded by bolts of fabric and humming machines, she learned to alter garments for a perfect fit. Her first project was hemming a pair of pants to wear with low heels, the pink bra providing a comfortable base layer. Elena joined occasionally, turning it into a shared activity that filled their weekends with creativity. One rainy afternoon, as thunder rumbled outside, Sapphire sat at her desk, working on a design project. The form-fitting blue dress had become a favorite, worn often with the balconette bra underneath. Elena brought her tea, and they talked about future travels, perhaps a trip to a city known for its inclusive communities, where Sapphire could explore more freely. As the holidays approached, they decorated their home together, stringing lights and hanging ornaments. Sapphire climbed a step stool in her dress, reaching for the top of the tree, her blonde hair tied back with a ribbon. The season brought reflections on growth. Sapphire felt a profound gratitude for Elena's unwavering support, which had turned a secret desire into a celebrated part of their life. In the new year, Sapphire decided to volunteer at the support group, helping newcomers navigate their own journeys. She shared tips on selecting undergarments, drawing from her experience with the pink bra and breast forms. The role empowered her, reinforcing her confidence. Spring brought renewal, with flowers blooming in their garden. Sapphire tended to them in a sun hat and gloves, her dress protected by an apron. Elena joined, planting seeds side by side, their laughter mingling with birdsong. It was in these quiet moments that their bond felt unbreakable. One weekend, they hosted a small gathering for friends from the group. The living room filled with chatter and the scent of homemade appetizers. Sapphire moved gracefully among guests, her blue dress swishing, the lace trim of her bra a secret elegance. Conversations flowed about acceptance and love, leaving everyone inspired. As summer heated up, they planned a beach getaway. Sapphire packed swimsuits designed for her frame, ensuring the pink bra could be layered under cover-ups. At the shore, waves crashing rhythmically, she walked along the sand, feeling the sun on her skin, Elena's hand in hers. It was a testament to their strengthened marriage, built on trust and exploration. Yet, as they returned home, they were ready for more. Hope you enjoyed the story so far. The rest will be available on Patreon.